Have you ever checked your bank account a week after getting paid and thought, wait, where did it all go? You didn't buy anything crazy, you didn't go on vacation, you didn't make some wild investment, and yet, somehow, your balance is almost back to zero. If that sounds familiar, I need you to know something right now. You are not bad with money. You were just never shown a clear system. Because budgeting isn't about restriction, it's about awareness. It's about control. It's about finally knowing where your money is going instead of guessing. And in this video, I'm going to walk you step by step through a simple monthly budget system that works whether you live in the UK, Canada, Australia, or anywhere with a regular income. No complicated spreadsheets, no finance degree language, no shame. Just a clear plan you can start using today. By the end of this video, you will have your own working monthly budget. Let's fix your money situation, starting right now. Hey, welcome to the channel where we make personal finance simple. If you're new here, this channel is all about helping beginners budget better, save more, pay off debt, and build real financial security without stress, without confusion, and without pretending you're already rich. Since this is the first video on this channel, we're starting with the foundation, because before investing, before side hustles, before passive income, you need control. Today, I'll walk you through a complete beginner-friendly monthly budgeting system built for real life. And yes, it works even if you've tried budgeting before and failed. Let's get into it. Why most people fail at budgeting. We build your budget. Let's talk about why most budgets collapse within 30 days. It's usually one of three reasons. 1. They're too complicated. People download massive spreadsheets, 40 categories, color-coded tabs, forecast models. After 2 weeks, they quit. You don't need complexity. You need clarity. 2. They're unrealistic. Someone who spends £600 on food writes down 250 and says, "I'll just be disciplined." No, that's not discipline, that's fantasy. Your budget must reflect reality, not your ideal self. 3. They ignore real life. Car repairs, birthdays, Christmas, insurance renewals, random medical bills. Life happens. If your budget doesn't account for real life, it breaks. And when it breaks, most people blame themselves. But the system was broken, not you. So today, we're building something simple, flexible, realistic. Step 1. Know your real monthly income. Everything starts with one number. Not your salary before tax, not what your contract says, the number that actually hits your bank account. If you're paid monthly, easy. If you're paid bi-weekly, multiply one paycheck by 26, then divide by 12. If your income fluctuates, take the average of the last 3 months. Now let's use an example. Meet Sarah. Sarah lives in Manchester. She brings home £2,600 per month after tax. Not $35,000 a year, not gross income, $2,600. Write your number down. If you avoid looking at this number because it makes you uncomfortable, that's exactly why you need to look at it. Avoidance creates anxiety. Clarity creates control. Step 2. List your fixed expenses. Now we subtract the non-negotiables. These are expenses that stay roughly the same every month. For someone in the UK, Canada, or Australia, that usually includes rent or mortgage, council tax or property tax, car payments, insurance, and your phone bill, internet, subscriptions, and loan payments. Let's go back to Sarah. Here's what she pays monthly. Rent, £1,100. Car payment, $280, insurance, $120, phone and internet, $95, and subscriptions, $45. Total fixed expenses, £1,640. Now we subtract 2,600 minus 1,640 equals £960 left. And this is the moment most people get shocked because they realize half their income is already gone before they even buy groceries. This is not bad. This is awareness, and awareness is power. Step 3. Plan your variable expenses. Now we move to variable expenses. These change month to month. Groceries, fuel and transport, eating out, utilities, entertainment and shopping. Here's where beginners mess up. They underestimate. If you normally spend £500 on groceries, don't write 300 and hope. Hope is not a strategy. Your budget is a reflection of patterns. Let's say Sarah plans groceries, £400, fuel, £150, eating out, £120, utilities, £160, and miscellaneous, £100. Total variable, £930. Now subtract again. 960 minus 930 equals £30 left. Now pause. Look at that. Sarah earns £2,600 per month, and after fixed plus realistic spending, she has £30. Not because she's irresponsible, but because she never saw the numbers clearly. This is why budgeting feels emotional, because it forces you to confront reality. But here's the good news. Now she knows, and once you know, you can adjust.
Quick reality check. If your number is negative right now, good. That means you're finally looking at the truth. And truth is where change begins. In the next section, we're going to fix this. We'll talk about how to create breathing room, how to save even with small margins, how to build your first emergency fund, and what to do if your numbers don't work. This is where most people give up. You're not going to.
Step 4. Pay yourself first. Now, let's talk about something most people get completely wrong. Saving is not what you do with whatever is left. Because let's be honest, there is never anything left. If you don't assign your money a job, it disappears. Small Amazon orders, extra takeaway, random subscriptions you forgot about, just this once purchases. Money doesn't disappear, it drifts, and drifting is expensive. The rule: pay yourself first, before you pay Netflix, before you pay the coffee shop, before lifestyle upgrades. You pay your future self. Automatically, not manually, not when you feel disciplined. Automatically. Back to Sarah. She had £30 left. That's not a lot. But here's the mindset shift. £30 saved consistently is not small. It's proof of control. If she sets up an automatic transfer of £30 the day she gets paid into a separate savings account, something powerful happens. She builds identity. She becomes someone who saves. And identity drives behavior more than motivation ever will. Now, first goal. £1,000 emergency fund. Your first target is not investing. It's not crypto. It's not side hustles. It's stability. You want £1,000 or your local equivalent set aside strictly for emergencies. Why? Because without it, every unexpected expense becomes a crisis. Car repair? Credit card. Medical bill? Credit card. Appliance breaks? Credit card. And that's how debt cycles start. An emergency fund turns chaos into inconvenience. Big difference. Now the question is, where to put this money? Not under your mattress. Not in your everyday spending account. Use a separate high-yield savings account. Even 3 to 4% interest compounds over time. But the real benefit isn't interest. It's separation. Out of sight, out of impulse. The zero scenario. What if there's no money left? Now let's address the uncomfortable scenario. What if your numbers don't work? What if you're negative every month? First, you're not alone. Second, you're not broken. You just need adjustment. You have 3 levers in personal finance. 1. Expenses. 2. Income. And 3. Lifestyle. That's it. Now, let's discuss option 1. Cut expenses. But not everything. Do it strategically. Cancel unused subscriptions, renegotiate insurance, switch energy providers. Cook 3 more meals at home per week. If you reduce spending by just £10 a day, that's £300 per month. Small leaks sink ships. Option 2, increase income. Overtime, freelancing, tutoring, selling unused items, weekend shifts. People underestimate income growth. A £200 per month increase completely changes your budget math. And income increases are often faster than drastic expense cuts. And the last option, adjust lifestyle. This is the hard one. Cheaper apartment, downsize the car, refinance debt. It's uncomfortable. But budgeting reveals reality, and reality gives you the power to choose. Avoiding reality removes choice. Now, let's talk about the game changer. Sinking funds. Now, let me introduce something most beginners don't know. This is how adults avoid financial panic. A sinking fund is money you set aside monthly for irregular expenses. Because here's the truth. Car repairs are not emergencies. Christmas is not a surprise. Birthdays happen every year. They feel unexpected because you didn't prepare. Example, car insurance renewal. £600 per year. Instead of panicking when it hits, divide by 12. 600 divided by 12 is £50 per month. You save £50 monthly in a separate car fund. When renewal comes, paid in cash. No stress, no credit card, no drama. Other sinking funds: holidays, gifts, car maintenance, annual subscriptions, and home repairs. This is how budgeting stops feeling fragile. It becomes resilient. The 50-30-20 rule. If all this feels overwhelming, here's a simplified model. 50% needs, 30% wants, 20% savings. It's not perfect, especially in expensive cities like London, Sydney, or Toronto, but it's a guideline. If 20% savings feels impossible, start with 5%. Progress beats perfection. The goal is direction, not perfection. How to actually track it. A budget you don't track is just a wish. You have 3 options. 1, a spreadsheet. 2, a budgeting app. Or 3, a notebook and pen. Doesn't matter which. What matters is review. Once per week, 10 minutes. That's it. Open your bank app, compare planned versus actual, adjust. No guilt, no shame. Just data. Emotion reacts. Data informs. The more you review, the less emotional money becomes. Most people don't fail because they're bad with money. They fail because they ignore it. Avoidance feels safe short-term, but it is incredibly expensive long-term. Facing your numbers is uncomfortable for about 20 minutes, but avoiding them costs years. Choose your discomfort. Let's find out what the situation is like for a man with empty hands. His name is James. James lives in Toronto. He makes about $4,000 per month after tax. Decent income, stable job. But every single month, back to zero. No savings, a credit card balance slowly growing, constant, low-level stress. He wasn't reckless. He just never looked closely. When he finally tracked 1 full month of spending, here's what shocked him. $620 on food delivery, $280 on random online shopping, $140 on subscriptions he barely used. He didn't feel rich, but his habits were expensive. He made one decision: cut food delivery in half. Not eliminate, not extreme, just half. That freed up $300 per month. That is $3,600 per year. Same income, different awareness. 1 year later, emergency fund fully built, credit card paid off. Stress reduced dramatically. He didn't become a millionaire. He became intentional. And that is the difference. Now we will discuss the psychology of money. Let's go deeper. Budgeting isn't a math problem. It's a behavior problem. Here's what actually drains money: impulse triggers, emotional spending, lifestyle comparison, and that dangerous thought, future me will deal with it. Social media makes everyone look wealthy. Nice cars, luxury holidays, upgraded apartments. But here's something people don't talk about. Many of those lifestyles are financed by debt. Comparison is expensive. Your budget is not about restriction. It's about choosing what matters most. When you say no to random spending, you're saying yes to stability. And stability is underrated. You sleep better. You argue less. You panic less. Money stress is silent, but it is heavy. Control removes that weight. Quick debt strategy. If you have debt, here are 2 simple strategies. 1. The debt snowball. Pay the smallest balance first. Quick wins. Motivation builds. 2. The debt avalanche. Pay the highest interest first. Mathematically optimal. Saves more long term. Which one is better? The one you'll stick to. Finance is personal. Momentum matters more than perfection. But here's the key. You cannot aggressively invest while drowning in high-interest debt. Stability first. Growth second. Lifestyle creep. Warning. As your income grows, your spending will try to grow with it. It's subtle. Better apartment, better car, more subscriptions, more convenience. That is lifestyle creep. And it keeps people broke even at higher income levels. If you get a raise, increase savings first. Then upgrade intentionally, not automatically. Discipline at higher income levels builds wealth. Automatic upgrades build fragility. Now avoid these mistakes when budgeting. Mistake 1. Forgetting irregular expenses. Mistake 2. Being too strict. Mistake 3. Not reviewing monthly. Mistake 4. Ignoring small purchases. And the biggest one, quitting after just one bad month. Listen, you will overspend sometimes. That's normal. The goal is not perfection. The goal is awareness plus adjustment. Your budget should bend, not break. Quick recap. Let's simplify everything. Know your real income. Subtract your fixed expenses. Plan realistic variable spending. Create sinking funds. Save automatically. Review weekly. Adjust monthly. That's it. Simple system. Clear structure. Real control. Now, question is, why does this actually matter? Budgeting isn't about spreadsheets. It's about freedom. Freedom from panic. Freedom from constant money stress. Freedom from living one emergency away from disaster. Imagine checking your bank account and feeling calm. Imagine a car repair being annoying, not terrifying. Imagine knowing exactly where your money goes every month. That starts here. Not with investing, not with some side hustle course, with awareness, with a plan, with one simple monthly budget. If this video helped you even a little, hit the like button. It helps this channel grow and reach more people who need clarity around money. Comment below, what's your biggest budgeting struggle right now? Is it overspending, low income, debt, or inconsistent tracking? Let's talk about it. And if you want the next step, in the next video, we're going to break down exactly how to build your first $1,000 emergency fund faster. No extreme tactics, no unrealistic advice, just smart moves. Make sure you subscribe, because this channel is about building real financial stability, step by step. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. I'll see you in the next one.